Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to more MLB news. This is a big one. Trey Mancini rumored to go to the Chicago Cubs. I'm going to give you my thoughts on why this makes sense, why it will happen, and how it impacts the Cubs in the future. So stick around for that. Sorry, I am a little sick, but we're going to get right into this news because it's kind of weird. Interesting, at least, to say. So let's jump right into it. Mancini is rumored to go to the Chicago Cubs, and this comes just a few days after Wilson Contreras gets shipped off to rival St. Louis. So that in and of itself is weird. But now, the Cubs have nobody. They have nobody to build around. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't know a ton about the Cubs, but who are their prospects? Who's their top guy right now? I couldn't tell you. So that in itself is a problem. But that kind of is a good thing for the Cubs because the only place you can go is up, right? And this is a different video, but Carlos Correa is rumored to have gotten an offer or, in talks with the Cubs. Dansby Swanson is also in that conversation. So the Cubs have been in a weird situation since their 2016 World Series. They've kind of just sputtered, I'd say. Now they are in a really good opportunity to rebuild. I don't think Trey Mancini is that piece, but if they get Dansby Swanson or Carlos Correa, Trey Mancini could really be a part of that. And I don't know if he becomes that guy, but at least he is a veteran who has a World Series ring now. He's got some good experience that he could bring to that team, and it can't be any worse than anybody they have. Let's talk about Trey Mancini, though. He was kind of that guy a little bit in Baltimore. Obviously, he didn't play in 2020. He had cancer. Things were really kind of iffy about his baseball career, I would say. But he fought through it. He was comeback player of the year. He's a great story. And on the field, he really wasn't that bad for the O's. He was, like I said, kind of that guy who played every day, batted 250 to 300. Hit, 25 to 30 home runs a year. Then he got traded to the Astros and sucked, which is really, really weird. He was really good for the first 4 games. He had 3 home runs and then fell off the planet, fell off the face of the earth. He went 176 batting average in Houston, a 622 OPS, hit 8 home runs and 22 RBIs since the trade at the trade deadline. He did get a World Series ring, though. That's what's important. So give and take everything. He got a ring out of it. But he was not the guy in Houston. And as a result of that, and why we're having this discussion, he was not offered a $10 million deal with the Astros and was given a $250,000 buyout to be released and go on the free agent market. And that's where I say it's the Cubs' time to shine, right? He is not, especially looking back at this past season, he is not by any means, I would say, a hot commodity right now in the free agent market based on this season, or at least what the Astros saw. Now, if he goes back to Baltimore, or you take that guy who was in Baltimore, yeah, I think that this could be a really good opportunity to go get a player and maybe rework him a little bit. And that's why I think the Cubs have a really, really good chance at getting him. He's kind of off, I wouldn't say off the table, but who's really looking at him? It looks like it's just the Cubs. He's not going to be $10 million anymore. I would say he's a steal at this point. So, really looking at his numbers, I don't think he's going to go and post 300 batting average, 35 home runs. Wrigley is a little bit smaller. You do have the lake effect a little bit, but he's going to be a guy who's going to contribute, and that's what's important. Again, if you go get another piece like Dansby Swanson or Carlos Correa, if you go get Trey Mancini on your own and that's it, that's all you do, you are making a mistake. I would maybe compare it to Jason Hayward. Is that a good comparison? But realistically, I would say Trey Mancini, if he goes to the Cubs, like I said, it's probably pretty likely. The Cubs seem to be the only team interested. That's a good story, though. That is an established veteran who will bat 250 for you, hit 20 home runs, and be a piece that accompanies a bigger name. And then you can kind of work on that from there. I'm not sure what the deal would be for Swanson or what the deal would be for Correa, but if you go get those guys, You can put Mancini on a veteran scope Give him 2 to 3 years, and he'll be 33. If he shines, then he can go get a little bit of a contract somewhere else. If he doesn't, you let him go and he tries something else. But I don't see it as a problem. I see this as a piece that the Cubs are going to get. Like I said, it looks like it will happen. And when they go sign him, he's going to be an outfielder who plays every day. He's going to be in your lineup, probably 5 or 6, and he's going to contribute. Like, if you can get him for pretty cheap, which, again, did not produce very well for the Astros in this postseason and at the rest of the close of the regular season, why not give it a shot? Why not give it a chance? And he might surprise you, I'd say. So he's going to be playing DH. He's going to be playing a little first base. He's going to be playing a little outfield. He's a utility guy who, again, is pretty average and will help the team. So if you're a Cubs fan, I would say you should be pretty excited about this. That's pretty much all I have. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Do you want to see Mancini on the Cubs? If you're a Cubs fan, is this a good move? Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We are kind of almost there. So if you would do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to have more news on this situation with the Cubs as well as around the league shortly, and more videos to come every day. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Peace.